LaRon,
Hey,
can you hear me?
uh-huh. I heard him. Oh,
Hear you, LaRon.
yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can
Okay, it
hear you.
was me. I had my mic down again.
Mm.
What's going on, you guys? We are live in the studio, 101 TKO Radio. It is the mail room, you guys. The mail room. Listen, I need you all to go on to 101TKORadio.com and tune in. We are streaming live from StreamYard, but of course, I have to mute the music on StreamYard because Facebook and everybody else be tripping on me. So yeah, tune in right now. You can tune in right now if you want the visual. You can tune in on the Facebook and the YouTube. So how's it going, Lauren? I got my friends in the building. I got Lauren and Nelson on the ones and twos. How you doing, Lauren?
Long week, long week, long week.
Cameras on. What you say, Lauren?
Long week, long week.
Long week.
Yeah, yeah. I had at work, working for. I didn't think working for Belks could be hard.
You
Pe-
encountered folks.
Man, people crazy, bro.
Yeah, they are. They are crazy. People are like that's the reality for real. They are.
Yeah.
What's been the craziest encounter this week?
Um, there's a lot of folks with relationship issues, and you know me, I be counseling. I be counseling customers at work.
While on the job, look, we're gonna need you to start charging.
Charging.
Start
Start
charging.
charging.
A minute with LaRon. Hey, I feel you on that. I feel you.
Yeah,
It has been a crazy week.
it's just feeling folks' energy and a quick uh, sample of an issue. A person came to look for some shoes for a funeral. Basically, a third family member within so many months died. And
Mhm.
she's like, I love these shoes. I know I already have a pair of these shoes. I feel like my sister had them because I wore them on the previous um,
Right.
funeral and whatnot. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these shoes. And she had to actually leave and then come back. And so, long story short, I'm out minding my business, finna go drop a return off for uh return for Amazon. And I
Mhm.
catch the lady going in the Kohl's, and I'm like, hey, I hope you went back and got those shoes. She was like, you know what, I did. And but as soon as I got home, my sister was like, "Ooh, I like those shoes." Now she got them, and I'm like, girl, you better go back and get them shoes. She's like, nah, well, you know
Right.
how close families are and stuff. I just went ahead and let her get them. Like, she got the other shoes. You better start saying no to these folks. And
Right.
I get close family or not. You already got one pair of my shoes already. And I just went and bought the same pair of shoes for
Right.
like 60 some dollars. I ain't gonna let you get these shoes. Yeah. So yeah, it's folk crazy.
Yeah, folks are crazy. That indeed. I mean, I will not deny. It's been a crazy week on my end. Last week, my car went out,
What?
the water pump. Yeah, yeah, the water pump. It was one of them weeks, like you just, adulting is like, okay, this is adulting. And you just have to,
Right,
I
right.
didn't even take a drink this week. That's how I just went on to sleep. I didn't drink. Me and Stella didn't have a
What?
connection. Yeah, I was like, let me just
So
go to sleep.
so life gave you a couple of shots, huh?
Yeah, man, listen, it's funny when you little, you be like, I can't wait till I get grown. I can't wait till I do this,
Mm-mm.
and then you be like, man, like Come on. But I thank God that I made it here. See, I am driving Chef's Big Blue. That right there is an adventure. Big Blue. It's a
You
heavy
having
Chevy.
you having fun?
I I'm like it's heavy, right? Compared to my little car. It is heavy. So I'm like, okay. And then my seat is all the way up to the steering wheel because
I forgot you
he leans
short.
back. So I gotta pull up. So I'm way up in the front, right? And I'm driving because I don't want nothing to happen to this Big Blue. Thank you, Chef, for letting me borrow Big Blue. He was like, "How far you gotta drive? How where you, I'm like, I'm in a slow lane. I am not doing anything. Anybody driving a heavy Chevy, and I'm like pressing down. I'm like, oh my gosh, it is really like it's a big truck. And so I'm just like, I don't have my Bluetooth in there. Like nothing is connected. So now I gotta feel my way around. I, yeah. But
You better
I thank God for it. I thank God for my backup. Thank you, Chef. I appreciate you. He talk about something. Be quiet. That heavy Chevy.
you better
But
start
I
driving
used
that
to
truck
have
some
a
more
Chevy,
often.
huh?
Start driving that truck more often, man. Take it out every once in a while, at least once a week.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to because it's literally like driving a foreign car to me. Like I'm driving a foreign car, but his heavy Chevy is foreign to me. I have not driven a Chevy in I don't know how long. Like I
Wow.
used to have a Trailblazer, but back in the day, but that wasn't as heavy as the Tahoe that he has. So it's like, whoo, a heavy Chevy. So you literally got to push down on the
Oh, man.
accelerator. So yeah, a week of adulting with the mailroom has been an adventure this week. It has been an adventure. Listen, what we got going on today? We got our special guest coming in.
Okay.
Still talking about entrepreneurship and
Okay.
you had an event last week, right?
Yes, at the
You and Lisa, how did it go?
we went to the Jimmy Carter thingamabob in Plains, Georgia. It
Okay,
was the Hispanic Heritage um, Festival.
okay.
Uh, we did okay. We did
Mhm.
okay. Probably could have done
Okay.
better if the soccer teams showed up and they had a tournament they were supposed to be doing for the kids and a tournament they were supposed
Mhm.
to be doing for the adults soccer. Some
Okay.
of the kids showed up and none of the adult teams showed up and they was trying to contact the people and the dude wouldn't answer his phone. They have a train that comes through those couple of cities that are like side by side, and that's where we got most of our sales from. The people coming off the train. It was pretty cool. It was cool enough to where they really wanted us to be a part of it and
Okay.
try and make it an annual event, and they want us to be a
Mhm.
part of setting it up and stuff. So thinking about doing that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool. Y'all
networking.
moving.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, networking and that's what we're going to be talking about today with as entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship, that whole life. We have special guest Lemon 52 that will be in the building, and that's what I want to chop it up like the good, bad, and ugly of entrepreneurship because social media have you thinking like you're making
Right.
them eight
No,
figures
that's why I'm at Belk right
and
now, cause that's the ugly.
and the next day after you step out on faith and step into your dreams. So
Hmm.
it's like, no, that
Yeah.
the reality is, stuff just be, it just as an entrepreneur, man, like it doesn't, um, it doesn't equal up, you know.
You
So
have to put you have to put a lot of self years in it and self money in it before it becomes a baby to where it's taking care of you.
yeah,
You have and I'm not saying this to knock anybody that wants to jump into it. You do have some people that jump into it and they explode
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
right,
and so I can't say that that can't happen.
right,
It's just I'm realizing that for those people that step out and they just explode, I can
yeah,
expect from me to do that. Not saying I
yeah,
wouldn't mind it to happen, but if you go in thinking like how social media have you thinking, then yeah, it's a chance that you're gonna fail, you're gonna quit, you're not gonna want to
yeah,
do it.
right,
Something I learned working at Belts, a lot of people we're working like on a skeleton crew, and a lot of people coming in and they're like, "Oh my God, y'all ain't got enough workers. You know what's going on? I've never seen Belts like this before." But
right,
I try to explain to them one thing COVID did. I explained this to a lot of folks. One thing that COVID did, especially for me as well, it just showed. I want to say
yeah,
mainly the black community that we don't have to work for corporate.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And so it's a lot of people, and they chalk it up as and nobody wants to work. You're right,
right, right,
not for corporate because y'all don't care.
right,
Y'all can fire me at
yeah,
any given time.
yeah,
You know, I don't put in what 30 years in this job. I don't gave you my
yeah,
blood, sweat, and tears. I've missed every single family event just to make
yeah,
sure y'all going on y'all Vegas trips and all this for you to come and tell me, we're thinking about bringing in some young legs.
right, right,
They ain't got no pension,
right,
no
yeah,
insurance, and you want me to go home and do what? So,
yeah. It's a lot. It really is a lot. I
yeah,
mean, and then I've had people say, "Well, you shouldn't have quit your job or whatever," and I'm like, it's not that I wanted to quit my job or resign, or in my case, retire early, but I had to for health reasons because, like you said, you find yourself pouring into somebody else's job and
that
not
is
your
wanting to.
dream. When you're
Yep.
and it's nothing wrong if you're a 9 to 5er, that's good. Like,
Yes.
because we need both. We need
Yes.
entrepreneurs and we need the 9 to 5ers or whatnot. So there's nothing wrong with that. But when you have a passion and you have that dream and it's burning a hole in you,
Hmm.
you have to step out there. But it is, you make those sacrifices. And for
Yeah.
me, I come from a family of entrepreneurs. So it's like, it's literally like in my blood, in my
But
DNA,
yeah.
like, so I can't like stop and just not do anything. So we're going to talk about that with our guests and just throughout the broadcast. But listen, I need y'all to go on to 101TKORadio.com and tune in. And of course, if you're visually watching us on StreamYard on the Facebook page, we have to mute the music so social media won't shut me down again or whatnot. But listen, we're going to take us a quick song break. And when we come back, we will jump right in with our guests and we will get to chopping this up. So stay connected, 101 TKO Radio .com. We'll be right back. You guys. We are live in the studio, 101 TKO Radio in the
Woohoo!
mail room, y'all. Listen, uh, so a couple of people asked me, can they, am I selling badges? Listen, I don't know how to set up the badge. I thought it was automatically. Thank y'all so much for wanting to send badges to support. Give me to today, and I'm gonna set that up. I guess I have to set up a link. So thank y'all so much for wanting to support me and the mailroom. We are on a mission. It is because again, this is a platform for not just our black male. It is for my black men and to give them a voice. But it's also for the community and so forth. And we have so much that's going on. So thank y'all so much for wanting to support.
Hmm.
Make sure you tune in to 101 TKO Radio for the music. And get the full experience of 101 TKO Radio and the mailroom. So thank y'all so much for. I feel so loved. Oh my goodness, I feel so loved. Like
Yeah, I
that
know
means
that you
a
can do
lot.
like stars. Yeah, folks can send stars and stuff.
On Facebook, or I know badges on Instagram, stars
Okay,
on
I don't know
Facebook.
about the badges on Instagram, but I know the Facebook because I just turned
Hmm.
my star things on Facebook.
Oh, okay. So I got some work to do when I get back home. And that's what our topic is today, entrepreneurship and all of that. Y'all, it's a lot, but it's fulfilling. And listen, before we get jump into that topic, I want to welcome entrepreneur Lemon 52. That's your brand name. What is your name? Because I've been calling you Lemon. You and Mr. and Mrs. Lemon.
Yeah,
That him and his wife are so nice. I've been calling
uh,
them Mr. and Mrs. Lemon 52.
I don't care what you call me, as long as you get my brand out there.
That's what I've been calling
I am
by the
my brand.
brand, right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like I call like I now sometimes I introduce myself as the mailroom or TLC.
Yeah.
So, they'd be like, what's your name? I'd be like the mailroom. you know?
Exactly. Why not? So they know. So
Right.
they know.
Introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what you do.
Hey, how y'all doing today? My name is Vernon Thomas, and I am the owner of Lemon 52, freshly squeezed, natural, all natural lemonade. Um, yeah, that's me. That's my name. Don't call me Lemon
You know
52.
what?
Right, because that's
I
what I've
was
been calling
hoping
them.
that he sold lemonade, and because yeah, I want some
Yes,
lemonade.
let me tell you, we met him at the first one of the remote events for the back to school. That's
Mm.
the event that your wife put on, right?
Yeah, that's our other company. 7 Event Planning. Y'all follow that at 7 Event Planning on Instagram. But yeah, that's the back to school event that we did. Yeah.
Right. And so he came over to the station. We were out there and he had lemonade. And I love lemonade. Backstory, me and my sister, by us being entrepreneurs, my dad, we had our first lemonade stand when I was about 9 or 10,
Okay.
right? I love lemonade. So we
Mm-hmm.
sold like the little penny cookie, fresh squeezed lemonade, like candy and all of that. And we made like $300 off our lemonade, and that was back then. That was in the mid '80s, so
Yeah.
that was big money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was me, my sister, and one of our other girlfriends, and we made. So that was like really our first entrepreneur like deal, like the
Mm-hmm.
whole thing. So I love lemonade, and he came over y'all with some lemonade. Lord have
What
mercy.
kind of lemonade?
You had the kiwi,
I
right? I know I had the kiwi.
I
Kiwi.
think no, yeah, you had kiwi.
Because I'm allergic to kiwi, right? But I was drinking that kiwi lemonade,
Strawberry key, yeah,
the
yeah, I remember.
strawberry
Yeah, yeah,
lemonade.
yeah, yeah.
My mouth started itching, and he started panicking. He was like,
I
"Oh
was
my
like,
goodness!"
yeah, so why would you ask for
And
strawberry
I'm
kiwi
like,
if you know that you
"Right," and I was
you know you
like,
gotta put your disclaimer out there like, listen, man,
"Right."
look.
That
What an
lemonade was so
EpiPen.
good.
What an
Yeah,
EpiPen.
but I was like so glad that I didn't need the LPV. I just itch with kiwi, right? And
Yeah.
I was like, he said kiwi, but I could feel it, right? I'm itching.
Hmm.
That lemonade was so good. I,
Yeah.
I was drinking it down to the last drop. Do you
You
Hmm.
know
hear me?
what?
The
That's funny.
last drop.
I tell you a
That
fat kid.
lemonade was. It was
You a fat
yes.
kid.
I really am. I'm like, it's good. I felt like a little crack. I was like, it's good. I'm itching.
Next thing you know, they'd be like, what are you putting in
Right.
there? You know what I'm saying?
It was so good, and I knew, but it was like fresh, right? So it was I had the kiwi strawberry. Then you brought another one, like
I think Tank had
a pineapple. Or something?
He had the matter of fact, this is what this is. This is mango pineapple. With she had what is Peachy King. She had Peachy King, yeah. And it was another one that I can't remember what the other flavor was, but it was I remember those three flavors.
Yeah. When I tell y'all fresh, it wasn't like, some lemonades when they just like manufactured type of lemonade and you can taste all that sugar and everything. Yeah, this lemonade is the bum.com. That's all I gotta say.
Appreciate it.
The bum, and he's gonna talk more about it because again, this is it's about entrepreneurship. He is not play. Him and his wife are both entrepreneurs, and she was doing her thing. She was, with the event, and he was, and you barbecue too, right? Didn't we buy your barbecue?
Nah, that was Three Bros.
Okay.
Barbecue, but we close.
Right.
Yeah, so he has his barbecue company too.
Listen, so between the barbecue and the lemonade, I was in heaven that day. Yeah. I was like,
shout out to Three Bros.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Wow.
I'm really gonna have to protest these lovely guests that be coming on the show when I'm 3 hours away and got my mouth all slobbing and salivating for some. And he said mango pineapple. It's like my favorite flavor.
Yes.
And
man, you're gonna love it. My mind is turning, right? I'm already planning something so we can get all of y'all with these products. Cause I'm a foodie, right? Ain't no shame in my game. I'm a foodie. I love to eat. Listen, I told you, Chef he still got your cake frozen, right? He gonna issue it out to me. Like I can't even eat it. I have to wait till he issue it out. So I'm gonna put something. I'm gonna put something together to have all of y'all, cause this lemonade. This is the truth. So listen, tell us how you got started with lemonade, because again, it's some people, it's just lemonade, but it's more than lemonade for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always looking for a venture to invest in or something to get into that's gonna make some type of money, or I'm just an entrepreneur at heart,
right?
Like deep down to the bone.
Yeah.
So if right now we can make a profit selling these cords right here, I'll be like, hey, look, how much we gotta do? Let's break this down. How much this? Okay, cool. This would be the profit. So, but how it started was really just making it for like close family and friends.
Okay.
Really.
Okay.
And Shayna, which you met her. At the back to school event, my wife. So she was like, this is good. And I was like, you can't be on my team and tell me it's good because I feel like you gassing me. It got to be somebody I don't know. It got to be, So she was like, yeah, it's good. I was like, all right, man. I said, yeah. So when she said, no, this flavor is good too. You know, made this. I was like, okay, maybe, So the next thing you know, I was like, okay, let me try it out. So tried it out. Next thing you know, it was just everybody was buying, trying, hey, close family and friends, I'll buy this for you. Make me a gallon. And it basically started like that. So,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was something just off of, because already, I have, I do event planning, party rentals, and then we own a vending company too.
Oh, wow.
So this was something else. I was like, okay, cool. And people really enjoying it, and it's natural. It's not like you say, you can taste, because you'll have some people that purchase, I ain't gonna say the brand's name
right here,
but they'll purchase it, and you can taste. You could taste that. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a look. You could taste it. The taste
it ain't good.
And you could taste that. It was
hand squeezed, the process.
Right.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. And you could taste that. So, and then they'll slap a stick on it and be like, "Oh, this is my lemonade. This is my."
Right.
So it's like, nah.
Yeah.
But with this and that all of that too, you gotta think. As far as profit margins and stuff like that too, they make more money just throwing that together, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying, versus actually having a hand squeeze. And then that's where
Yeah.
the price comes in to play, because, you know, natural products, that's not cheap. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not.
Oh, you know, you didn't touch, because you know that's been my pet peeve as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
People don't want to pay
Yeah.
because
Ooh.
LaRon, you use homemade from scratch products for your
Yeah.
product, and then so when people and like you use homemade, you use from
Mhm.
scratch products. People don't understand. My husband, he's a chef. He uses from scratch because
Yeah.
this is what people want, right? They
Mhm.
always, I want
No, they
something from
don't.
scratch.
No, they
They
don't.
don't,
Nah,
because
No.
when they think about
They say they
what you
do.
have to pay,
Mhm.
people don't understand what you have to buy to produce this. You know that then that's when they be like, "Oh, sis, that's a little too much." You ain't say that to Mickey D's over
Yeah,
there,
and
right?
or Gucci
Or
I often say
right,
he
or
ain't say
whatever
that. He ain't
brand or
say that.
whatever you waste your money on.
The
right.
folks that we had not to cut y'all off, we had a
Uh,
charity sale at Belks, and
Mhm,
people are buying thousands of dollars of purse that you only
mhm.
get
mhm.
25% off, and these purses like $300-400. But you
Yeah,
come to me and tell me my $5 cinnamon roll is too much, and go right
right.
to Cinnamon Fund and pay dang near $7 plus
$8,
tax.
$10 now. Sure.
Yeah, and then some people just can't fathom putting that money in your hand. Like
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like you'll have it could be somebody you knew growing up, or it could just be somebody that you know, even down to family members.
Mhm.
You could tell them your price and they'll look at you like you crazy,
Right.
but then run out and pay the same amount.
You know.
You know what I'm saying? And it's no different. It's just the fact that you know me and you don't know them. You can't touch them, but you can touch me.
Right.
So yeah, and then like even with the natural products, yeah, a lot of people don't be understanding that stuff costs. Like it's not cheap.
It's
None of
not.
that. But we're I think it has shifted so badly to minute made rice,
Yeah.
microwave, quick instant results that nobody really respects grandma's
Right.
cast iron, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Process of, you know, things being built or
Right.
created.
Right.
So a lot of people they fine with that manufactured
Right. Exactly.
product, that quick, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? GMO quick, you know, made in the lab.
Yeah.
Because you know people mentality anyway. Well, we gotta die every day, any day.
Right.
We gotta die
Yeah.
anyway. So instead of just like, okay, cool, we're trying to make your days better while you here. It ain't about
Exactly.
aiming for death.
Right.
It's about, all right, while I'm here, let me make the best of what I have. Let me
Exactly.
create, let me try to leave something. So even when it's time to go, somebody could say, you know what, dang, this person speak real legacy on your name versus,
Mhm.
oh yeah, he was just this and he out. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
It is. I mean, people just really don't understand, and that's why now I've gotten to the point where I don't beg. You know, you find yourself, and I hate to say begging, but you know, you're like support, support, support. And then I got to the point in my business, like I'm not begging anybody to support
Yeah.
me. You know, you just start switching your audience because again, people start looking when you're out there begging folks. It's like, why should I have to beg and put on a show for you just to support when you don't have a problem, like you said, spending your money with anything else. I'm going to give you what you asked for. I shouldn't have to put on the show. So I
Yeah.
started just shifting my audience, shifting my mindset. And I tell people I'm blessed to have both sides of my family, my entire family to support my endeavors. Because again, we come from the entrepreneurship. So we have to start at home. But then, and I'm also blessed to have that circle of friends who understand this journey. And those are the people that, you know, I always say, I don't say haters are my motivators. I said the people who support me are my motivators.
Yeah.
Those are the people I'm going to work for. Those are the people that, you know, I'm going to continue to push through. And it just, and I hate to say it, and I'm going to say it, y'all can come at me if you want to. But my biggest issues have come from my own folks.
Yeah.
The
I
own
was
people.
finna say it for you if you had said it.
You
'cause
know,
I'm gonna
it's
tell you.
always a pushback because we be the first one. Go ahead and do your thing, sis. Go
Yes.
ahead and do your thing.
Yeah.
But you come to them, you be like, oh, well, how much is that? They be like, oh, I'm like 150. Ooh, that's a little too much. Well, you know,
What's that thing that say if you broke, just say that then?
Right,
They
right.
talk about if you broke,
You
just say.
know,
But yeah,
and I stopped dealing with those type of folks,
yeah,
you know, and because again, I want to go travel like I want to go over to Dubai and everybody else like y'all doing. So if I'm going to continue to negotiate my prices,
yeah.
then it defeats the purpose.
No, and you're right. Your price is your price, and you got to stick to that. But you did hit that right on the head as far as switching your audience. I was just having this conversation with one of my homeboys that live down in Florida, and you can really it don't matter what you do. It's not you.
Yeah.
It's not what you're doing.
Yeah.
You can literally have a whole plan and show them physically returns, whatever money, whatever you're doing, and if their mentality is not like that, it's not you like you say, you're speaking to the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
And you're right. It can be your own people too, whether it's friends or family members too. But I think more or less people are still stuck in that mentality. I want to do it too. They don't want to see you take off so fast.
Yeah.
And then it's like, dang,
like deadly in the black community.
Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see you. But I'm gonna say too. Well, I'm a whole matter of fact, bookmark that because I want to come back to that too.
Yeah.
But they don't want to see you take off too fast. With me, I've always been a big family oriented person.
Yeah.
So whatever you invest in me or whatever you do for me, you really investing in yourself because I'm gonna give it back regardless because that's just me, a heart of gold, and I want to make sure my people straight. And I think that was part of some of my motivation too because I don't want to see. You know, you don't want to see your mother working till she 89 years old, leg hanging off, and you know what I'm saying, still scraping her leg into work. None of that. So you know, and if this pandemic hasn't shown anybody anything, nothing is
what
guaranteed.
I just said earlier, son. Exactly.
The
pandemic.
But
definitely in the black community that we don't have to work our butt off for corporate like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially, man, do you know our net worth? I mean, our spending worth as a community, just as a community. Think about all the stuff the nonsense we buy.
Yeah.
And when I say nonsense, I'm talking about liabilities, no assets. Think about all of that we buy. And imagine if you have a business and I invest in you, or I come shop with you. Even if it's not on the regular, I just come shop with you. I come shop with you, and we just keep. Do you know how wealthy all of us can be?
All of us. My father they came here to Atlanta from LA to start their business. And he used to tell us this all the time. And that's my motto. He said, God made this world big enough for all of us to eat.
Yes.
All of us to eat. Nothing is new under the sun. You're going to have an idea. You're going to have a different, we're going to all probably have a similar idea, right? But we got different people that we will be able to reach. There's no competition. And so, like, if I'm sitting on information, and LaRon could tell you, if I'm sitting on information, what good is it going to do for me to hold it when I know I can share it with my brothers and sisters? It's like, go out there and get it. Like, God made it big enough for all of us to eat. And I just don't get it. Like, I want to see, now for me personally, I want to see people win, especially good people. I want to see you win. So it's like, I'm going to promote you as much as I can or whatnot because they do it. The other communities do it. Their money circulate in their community.
And that's why we're making liquid money.
What you just said, their community. And that's what it's all been about, especially over here in this country. In this country, it's been about that community. And as long as the money is circulating in that community, everything is fine. So you have to look at how, take prime example, you got FUBU. I know y'all remember FUBU.
Yeah.
You know, companies like that, once they start getting Echo and all that, and then once they start getting money, heck, you can always go to Fat Farm now. Got bought out, or they sold out, got that big check, not realizing that the reason why these big corporations are coming to you saying, you know what, I'll buy you out with this nice big fat check, because they know you have something and you're chopping away at their finances.
Yeah.
And so if I buy you out, one thing that I can do, I can debrand you, take your worth down, and
Yeah.
then I can just toss it over to the side because I won't worry about you in the first place. I just needed to get you out of the way. So if you go to these restaurants, these or like Kellogg's and stuff like that, where they going
Yeah.
out and buying out these mom and pop stores because now they see that, oh shoot, they got a product,
Yeah.
and only thing that we see is money. And so
Yeah.
they give us a nice check, not understanding that, especially if we don't invest right, it's almost like
Yeah.
winning the lottery, and within a few years, that money gone.
It's gone. It is gone.
And that's the biggest problem too.
Yeah.
We don't own enough, man.
We
We don't
don't.
own
No,
enough.
we
We'll
don't.
sit here and pour into everybody else stuff.
Everybody.
Yeah, and we don't own enough. And even with that, like, when trying to quote unquote buy back the block or stop
Yeah.
gentrification, a lot of things like that. Like, you have to talk to your elder. That's the hardest
Yeah.
thing to do. If
Yeah.
you talking to a parent or talking to your grandmother or whatever, because they're stuck in their ways. There's
I was gonna say
no
they're conditioned. They're conditioned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they stuck in their way. So a lot of stuff you bring to them, one, you're their child, so they
Yeah.
can't see, man. What are you talking about? I used to wipe your butt. I raised you. You
Right.
was a little poo putt crying around here,
Right.
and now you coming. So yeah, so it's like nothing. You, even though it's making sense, they're not going to be subject to listen to you. It got to
Right.
come from maybe somebody there on their level as far as age range. And then, like I said, sometimes they stuck in their ways.
Right.
But
Right.
you have to, like, even down to talking to them about not selling their homes.
Yeah.
Hold on to your stuff, man.
Hold on to it.
Hold on, because at the end, like, it starts with really our parents. Their grandchildren is their responsibility.
Yeah.
My grandchildren is my responsibility.
Right.
So hold on to whatever you can hold on to that you actually own. And that way you can pass something down, so we can get out of this and this staying. And nothing against anybody that lives in apartments. I lived in apartments and all that too.
Yeah.
But renting,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and giving back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. You're just renting for a time period and giving it back to whoever the owner is.
Right.
By the time you finish renting, you done paid for 2 and 3 houses that you could have owned.
Yeah.
Over a time frame. So,
and then there's so much more too that we can own now. Like, it's so much more. Like, I'm not a stocks and bonds person, right? I don't know the game or whatever. However, that doesn't stop us, me and my family, from delving into other, things to do. Like, you can own. Trademarking your business is generational wealth, and a lot of people didn't know that. The mailroom is trademark, because guess what? When God gave me this vision, I didn't just think about the now. I thought about, okay, this is something I can pass on to my niece and nephew. Because they may not want to be a life coach when they get older. So I'm not going to force this business onto them. However, I can pass the mailroom onto them because there's so many different avenues. So people got to understand, you got to, as business owners, you got to think global. You can't just stay in the box. You know what I'm saying? Your lemonade is a brand. People going to forever want to eat and drink.
Period.
They're going to want to forever get their hair done, the beauty, no matter what recession. Think about the pandemic. Actually, they were like the industries that kept afloat were industries, the hair, nails, the beauty industry, and food. We still order from DoorDash.
Yeah.
We still order from Uber. We still order food. It just, it shifted because, of course, now it was the pandemic and you had to you had to change it. But think about it. We're going to want lemonade.
Yeah.
And this is something that you can pass to your children and they can pass on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they want good food. Laurent, they want good cakes and pies and whatever. We going to eat. I'm a foodie. I know I'm going to raise some foodies.
And speaking of which, I know you say you're 3 hours away, but just to let you know, we do ship as well. So,
and I'm glad that you said that, because I might need to hit up you on that, because that's my issue right now.
On
that's
shipping
kind of
your
holding me
cake.
back with the shipping and trying to find the best way to ship my.
So y'all make sure y'all connect on that.
Matter of fact, that's what I'm about to ask him now. Like, I practice what I preach. Like, supporting Black owned. You know what I'm saying? You know what's crazy? You know it's free to share. I just want to let everybody know that it don't cost you nothing. They don't charge nothing.
Don't tell them that.
Like,
We're gonna get cut off.
Listen, $5.99. If I really want to, I'm gonna charge y'all $5.99 for this broadcast. $599 for sharing this information.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't understand.
Man, and they'll post a bunch of memes.
Yes.
Like, I'm talking about people you know. They'll post a bunch of memes, comedian stuff, all of this stuff.
Yes.
Helping them. They don't even realize that the same thing that you're doing for them, you could do that.
My wife says
look, even with the reviews. You ever seen, like, you'll have friends or family that go, oh my God, this food is so good. Or this drink, and I got this. And it's like, okay, that 5-10 minutes or a couple of seconds that you did that, you mean to tell me you can't go on there and say, oh, look, my such and such has a lemonade, it's delicious, or my such and such has a cake, man, it's so moist, it won't dry out, y'all need to go and do that. The same way you go to all these other spots. You know what I'm saying?
We don't do it. We don't do it, y'all. Listen, and I'm actually putting together an entrepreneur webinar and everything, because again, social media has you fooled out there, y'all. They got you fooled. They got you fooled, right? Because they think they got you thinking that you gonna be out here making the 6-8 figures or whatever, and you can, right? However, the road to that includes sacrifices. Y'all see this? My hair ain't done. You know why my hair ain't done right now?
It look decent to me.
It look decent, y'all. But y'all know, no. I get it. But y'all know, real entrepreneurship, that means you got to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sacrifices. And that means I can't travel. I can't go to the hair and nail shop every other week like I used to have. This is the road to entrepreneurship. And when we come back after, is it time for a song break? Oh, it's not time. Okay, so we're going to go into that because, again, people want the glam. They want the fame. They want to say, oh, I own this, that, and the other. Talk about the sacrifices you and your wife have had to make as entrepreneurs.
Right now, you want me to go into it now, or you want me to after the break?
I guess we can go into it. We can go into it now, and then we're gonna go into a break because I want people to understand. LaRon, I know you and your wife, both of y'all are entrepreneurs, and Nelson, you're entrepreneurs, and people really think like it is the glam. They see the pictures and they see when you're able to celebrate, because you want to celebrate all your victories, and they see us on the picture. They be like, "Oh, you make it." From the event, somebody's like, "Oh, I know you made a whole bunch of money, like you rich." And I looked at that person, I said, I didn't profit off of that.
Now, you know, you gonna have people counting your pockets.
Yeah.
Every post you do with it, people gonna count your pockets.
Count your pockets.
I don't care who they are. And they're gonna say, oh, you must be what. Nah, look, man, you can still, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, no, I didn't make money. But however, in order for me to propel this brand, this is what you have to do. Now, my next 3, 4, 5, that's the goal, is to make that profit. Exactly. But it takes that good 0 to 5 years for your profit for you to actually see. And again, we need y'all to support us. Like you said, it don't take but 5 seconds, not even minutes, just to write a good review. Yeah, I'm on. I got so much that I
want to get his IG real quick so I can follow him.
LaRon, what's your IG?
LaRon, what's your IG?
It is Treats, TRE, like treats, with S, the letter N, Sweets, LLC. Treats and Sweets.
Okay, I think I got it. Hold on 1 second. You should see.
There's gonna be some cinnamon rolls or some big buns, because ain't nobody shaped.
And let me know if you make some plant-based vegan ones. I think. Let me know if you got it. I just followed you.
All right.
See, that's what it's all about. Connection.
Yeah, I think this is
Y'all, this is what it's all about.
Network, man. Network builds net worth.
Yes.
People don't even know that either. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when we do, whether it's events or even with lemonade, I go by a rule of 50.
Okay.
When you got one client, you actually got 50 clients, because that one client could just a minimum of 50 people And
Yep.
next thing you know, that's business for you right there. So
Right.
that's my personal rule. I always, when I do, it's not just for that one person.
Right.
I'm doing it for 50 people. Because
Yeah.
I already
Yeah.
know, okay, for this one, I'm investing in this one right here, but my profit going to come from the other 49
Yeah.
or 50.
And you have to think like that. You
Yeah.
have to.
You know what that also adds to it, and I'm gonna tell you right now.
Mm.
It also makes the people that can do something or make something out of themselves in entrepreneurship scared because of the non-support or the hard support
Yeah.
negativity. And I'm gonna throw myself up under the bus where um you know in your mind that, dang, if I can get in that lane that I need to be
Mhm.
in, I'll be
Mhm.
great. But nah, I ain't gonna do it because I know I'm not gonna get no form of backing from anywhere. And so you start second guessing yourself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of people's problems when they start off and they fail. And I can go back to TaShon and commend her family, because I've had to sit down and talk to my mom and explain to her, hey, now that I'm older and I'm reading and I'm looking into stuff and I'm healing, I understand that your parents didn't raise you in a form of where you can raise your own kids as well. Because when you
Mhm.
sit and you tell your child that, baby, you can be anything that you want to be, and then your child
Mhm.
comes and say, this is what I want to be. Well, granted, you got a child now at a young age. Don't you want to go work at Procter and Gamble? Don't you want to go and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I have a dream. I have a
Yeah.
go out this right, but then you crush it because now you're looking at the fact that yes, I got a child at a young age, and that I
Yeah.
need to go work for someone else so that I can take care of my child, but not also saying that, dang, you have a potential dream that
Mhm.
can give you that worth, that network,
Mm-hmm.
that generational wealth. No, 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 no. Go give it to the other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
real. That's
It's
real.
real. So listen, stay tuned, stay connected to 101TKORadio.com. When we come back after this music break, we're going to talk about the sacrifices as entrepreneurs. We're going to talk more about Lemonade 52. Y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, and he ships. Y'all, this lemonade
I'm
is
gonna give me
good,
some
okay?
lemonade.
Y'all know
Man.
I'm going to have to drink some on air, right? Because,
Wow, really? You just gonna do me like
yeah.
that? All right.
Oh, you know
Hey,
what?
the thing
Nah,
about
You
it is
know
nah,
what?
crazy. I brought you one too. I didn't know you ain't gonna be here, man. But look,
nah. Oh
I
man,
know. Hey, look. So
beginning.
you know
Oh,
I.
wait,
So
pause
you
the
know how they
show.
say it now. So you know I ain't capping. Yeah.
he got
I got. Hey, you can look at me live right now, so
he
you can
got
see
you one.
I had yours right here.
You
He
know
got
what?
you one.
Tell
I drink
Chef
it
to
for
put
you
it in the
though.
refrigerator next to that cake.
Hey, LeRon.
Listen,
LeRon.
stay connected to 101 TKO Radio. We be right back. LeBron, we got you. We got you.
You love me talking about TaShon and friends. She don't like her friends.
101 TKO
Oh
Radio in
man.
the mailroom. We be right back. And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mail room. Listen, we are having this entrepreneur conversation with Brand Lemon 52. Y'all, listen, before we even go further, how can we, where can they reach you?
Well, you can reach me. Let me go ahead and give you the Instagram. Lemon X52. That's on Instagram. You can also, if you want to purchase anything, as far as lemonades, having it shipped or deliver, we deliver too. So when people, I can't drive it, that's fine. We deliver to you.
You sound like me.
So it's, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you got to pull people card, man. They'll sit here and give a bunch of excuses. Like even when you doing an event, you only taking cash. I only got card. Here go my card reader.
Right.
Oh, all I got is Apple Pay. Okay, here we accept Apple Pay. So now it's like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got no excuse.
Exactly.
But you can shop at lemon-52.square.site. That's the website to be able to purchase your lemonades, have it shipped and or delivered. Yeah, lemon-52.square.site.
And we're going to post that more on our sites as well. And that goes right into our TMR's business shout out for today. And listen, if you want your business shouted out live on the mailroom and 101 TKO Radio, there are two promotions that I suggest business owners connect with 101 TKO Radio for the the business package. That there's a promotion going on right now. Go onto that website. It's an awesome deal, sponsorship deal on 101 TKO Radio. And you have our TMR's business $10 business shout out where you get your business shouted out for $10. You can't beat that. So the first business we have is taste-and-tour chef-caterer experience.eventbrite.com. It's a gourmet bites, cocktails, and networking tour, taste and tour competition. And I'm going to have this information on the page as well. It is sponsored by I Am Style Agency in collaboration with Full Bloom Magazine. Posh Opulence Rentals and Tasted Parties present the Taste and Tour competition. We are casting for 5 top taste caterers, chefs in the Metro Atlanta area to feature at our 2022 Holiday Collection Showcase and Tasting Competition on December 2nd. You can register for your panel tasting at $35 non-refundable fee. That is November 6th at 5 p.m. So listen, I'm going to have more information on the page with this event. It's a taste and tour competition. That's our first business shout out. And the second business, Erica Smith, Pure Romance by Lady E. Connect with her on IG at PR by Lady E, Facebook PR by Lady E, and her website prbyladye.com. You can also reach her at 678-698-3374. That's Erica Smith, Pure Romance by Lady E. We also have Jolly Giants Food Private Chefing with Chef Green at 216-301-0513. You can follow him on IG at Carl, CARLDA Chef. That's Carl the Chef, okay, for your private chefing. Also, the Plush Lab, connect with her at IG at the Plush Lab or on her website at theplushlab.com. You don't want to listen. She is awesome. Connect with her. Also, Stamped, etc. You connect with her at Stamped, STAMPEDETC.company.site or in her IG, her Facebook, Stamped ETC. All right. Then we have Clara Davis in the Loop, a one-stop shop that provides a variety of services, not only within our community, but we also offer nationwide services as well. Our top priority is ensuring that all clients' needs are met in a timely manner while providing excellent customer service. Clara Davis, 847-281-LOOP. That's 847-281-LOOP. 5667. So again, if you want your business shouted out weekly on the mailroom, connect with me, DM me. You can send your information at YGM 7671. The business shout out, $10, y'all, just $10. So that is our business shout outs for today. Thank y'all so much. What's wrong, LaRon?
I wish I was at the studio.
Okay.
Because I would walk out because I'm looking at this menu while you talking and trying not to cry out loud. He got some pomegranate lemonade. I love pomegranate.
You see, listen. Holiday season coming up. Look. So listen, we are in the studio with Lemon 52, and yes, he delivers. They ship. This lemonade is like when I tell y'all know I'm a foodie, so I ain't gonna lie about the food.
And he got sugar options. Raw cane, light cane here, coffee. What you doing?
Yeah.
Listen, y'all, and this is fresh squeezed lemonade. So we're talking about entrepreneurship. Before we left, we were talking about the sacrifices that we have to make and whatnot. We understand that as entrepreneurs, and I don't want people to, I don't want people to say, well, y'all quit your job. Y'all chose this or whatever. You're right. We did choose it. And God also places visions in us to move forward, right? So, and again, the world needs both 9-to-5ers and entrepreneurs to make the work, because everybody's not built for this.
Yeah.
This is a road. This is a journey.
Yeah.
Talk about the sacrifices that you've had to make for your dream to come true, to make your dream happen.
It's a lot of sacrifices you have to take. You have to take pay cuts or not getting paid at all. A lot of the times in the beginning. A lot of times in the beginning. So when you go to somebody and you ask them for a discount, it's almost like you done cursed them out and said something about their mother, because you gotta think about what we done went through in the beginning, and now you coming and asking me for a discount.
Yes.
Facing evictions and facing all types of stuff. So it's like,
it's real.
Yeah,
it's real, y'all.
It's real.
It is real.
Yeah.
Listen, I left, and this is no secret. Y'all know I retired early, resigned. I left $75,000. The constant paycheck, benefits, all of that, right? I know I'm getting paid every 2 weeks. I know my check is going to hit that. I got to go out here and where is my money coming from? I don't have that $75,000 salary check anymore. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to push my brand. And like you said, when people come to you, oh, what's this? I don't know, that $50 ticket, that's a little too much. What you mean it's too much? I'm feeding you. First of all, I got to pay for the venue. I got to pay for other people. You know what I'm saying? It costs.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's a slap in the face when you come to us and you ask for discounts. You don't go to the mall and asking for discounts. You're going to go into that aisle where it says clearance, and that's going to be your discount.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
The sacrifices are real.
Even down to if you have children, man, like you gotta, when you become an entrepreneur, it's not even a 9-to-5. You working 24 hours a day sometimes. It's not just being real.
It is.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because then you got to get right back up early. You might go to bed at 3 a.m. and then you sacrificing sleep, time with your kids, pay cuts. The list goes on. The list goes on. And then especially if you were living a certain way, let's say you were used to having nice cars and you were used to
my hair done every day.
but you know what? And that's real.
The standing appointment, the nails, the standing appointment.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. When you used to that, right? And then, that was like my brother, this is one of his favorite things he like to say to people when he see you. So he'll be like, man, you look like you fell off like a bad bag of dope. Like at the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you went from having a decent car to like, I'm going to get rid of that because I'm going to take all that money that I was paying a car note with, having my hair done, having this, having the flies coat, you know what I'm saying? All of that. And now you're literally dressing like one person that dressed like a dad all the time, but had money was Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
He had those
turtleneck and jeans. And people do not understand that.
And that's why I was like, yo, you have to really sit back and look. Anybody that really have it like that, be having it on them like that, they don't really they don't be dressing like that. People with chains and all that stuff, them be some of the brokest people a lot of times.
All the time. Yep. You think about Steve Jobs, you think about Bezos.
Yep.
They dressed in jeans and a shirt, and they showed you their pictures. His office was in the garage. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They told me when I worked for Ford. I was selling cars for Ford, and that's the first thing they said. If anybody comes in with some dirty jeans on, possibly some holeless shirt, do not run them away. Because 9 times out of 10, that person coming in here with that 3-piece suit on and a suitcase ain't got nothing.
Ain't got nothing. Yeah. Like, you don't have time to impress people. You know what I'm saying? You don't have time.
Man, what?
You ain't got to. I come in here every week with my TMR shirt and my jeans. You know what I'm saying?
But then also, you know what I'm saying, for those who still working and then doing their business, there's sacrifice too. Like, like for me, you know what I'm saying? The money that I would have, you know what I'm saying, spent on the nice things or spent on really just BS, hanging out or whatever.
Right.
I'm like, that money, I'm putting into my business.
And that's smart, because you think about it, like for me, from a male's perspective right here, when we go out to a nightclub, we spending a minimum of $200. You got ladies getting free mostly. Then you got the men trying to holler at the ladies, so they got free drinks. Let me get.
I just told you that the other day.
Yeah, so you think about it, a guy when they go out, and it's just with anybody. It's not a we want everybody. I'm just saying, just to your point, we spending at least $200, $250 going out for one night or over the weekend, and it's like, nah, let me chill on that. Let me go ahead and throw that into, investing into my business.
Right.
And that stuff adds up very quickly, man. It really does when you think about it.
Yeah, it does. And then you're, like you said, you're putting the money back into it. And so people just automatically think, oh, you still got some money. It's like, no, I'm investing in my dream. I'm investing in my goal. And it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? You can either be a half step in, and that's why I say there are levels to entrepreneurship.
You're right.
Everybody wants to say they're entrepreneur. And I don't laugh at people anymore, or I just be like, yeah, whatever. Because if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to invest. You're going to birth your baby. Yeah. You don't have time for the excuses. You don't have time for the, woe is me. You're going to either do it or you're not going to do it.
Or they're going to just make it, it's their hobby.
Right,
but that's where the misconception comes in a lot of times too, and puts a bad name on whatever industry we're in, because you have a lot of those people that go into the business just half behind. Yeah. And they don't care. They'll go buy the cheapest whatever just to make that buck or try to make the biggest profit they can.
Right.
I like quality over quantity.
Yes.
And if you doing what you need to do, that's going to separate you automatically, just that. Like, even with our business and what we do, or businesses, I should say, us just being on time, that separated us from everybody. Yeah. Because you have people looking at you like, oh, what? First, I'm a Black-owned business. I value customer service, and I'm on time. Yeah. So now they're like, whoa, what are you? You some type of unicorn, or what are you? Somebody else own this business? You own it? Actually, you own this? Yeah. This is my baby. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's the main thing, man. Just making sure it's easy to really separate yourself from the pack, because there's so many people I'm just trying to do something real quick and say I own a business type thing, versus really getting into it like that. Yeah. Everybody can say I own a business, but what are you doing for your business? Exactly. Like you said, you just half stepping, you just staying on, because them LLCs cost registration every March. Every year. I thought it was April. April, March. And now you can do it for 3 years. We did ours for the 3 years. Now they give you that option, and you can. That stuff costs. It comes around. Insurance.
Woo!
But a lot of people ain't even out here, ain't even insured either.
They're not.
Yeah.
You're right.
You just got a business.
I'm working on that myself right now, so
yeah.
I understand.
And like you're constantly having a list of stuff that you got to make sure they stay on top
and
of.
That's why when you come and ask for discounts, people don't realize that you got to pay for your website monthly or however you got it set up. You got to pay for promotional ads that you're running on Instagram or Facebook. You got to pay for insurance. You got to pay for if you have delivery vehicles. That's separate. You're paying for that too, or however you got your insurance structure.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got payroll when you finally got people working for you. You know what I'm saying? So them $50 here and there add up.
And that's not including your personal family, your personal bills,
exactly,
the household bills.
Exactly.
So you got your business expenses and you got your household expenses.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, when you come to us for discounts, we're looking. That's the reason why most of us gonna look at you and be like, we're gonna walk away versus cussing you out.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to cuss y'all out.
Oh, you have people that be passive aggressive with it too.
Yeah.
They'll be quick to come back and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I found somebody else at a cheaper price." Oh, okay. You know, because I already know what I'm bringing. So it's like, okay, I look forward to working with you, or you know, you order in the limit or whatever business it is, you know, in the future.
Right.
But we're not gonna sit here. Our price is our price. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. It is, and it is no negotiation. And I've gotten the entrepreneurship makes you stronger. It does give you that wall, because I was that nice person, and now I understand why my parents were the way they were. It's like I'm not negotiating my price. I have to, on the back end, I have to provide you all with the quality. So therefore, I have to pay for quality. So it's non-negotiable. And so that's what we have to get to. You know, you have to get to that point in your business where you're just, that's it. You know, and if you can find somebody cheaper, now I just tell people, you know what, that's awesome. Go to them and they can provide. It's a good fit now, you know?
It's so hard. In the beginning, when people are starting out, you know, people want that business so bad that they'll sit here and they'll really be undercutting themselves so badly. And that's a part of investing, you know what I'm saying, what you have to do that. But after you started doing what you have to do, stick to your price. I promise you. Your right crowd, your target audience they'll eventually find you.
And I got 2 points of what you're saying. So I think sometimes people, if they don't have their business structure right and they're chasing the money, that's when, if they don't really value what they really have, then they're like, man, I just need to get some money or something. Because that money, they might be using it on personal stuff or whatever, where they're struggling. But then another thing, like for me, because I also do website design. So I tell people my price, and if they don't want it, I say, okay, if they go somewhere else, me personally, I tell them, I give them a tip. I say, okay, if you're going to go to this person, make sure they do this and this and that. Because I know that's what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then from there, you know.
Right. That's a whole conversation I had yesterday too. I mean, the day before yesterday with my homeboy about that too.
Yeah.
But I look at it, you know, you should never feel bad for what you stand on. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. If you're not operating out of malice, if you're operating like, you know, you're not really trying to bust nobody over there, like you're trying to really be out here and do what you got to do, then trust me, the universe is always going to make sure it brings whatever you're going to attract it versus like your point, chasing it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, and like I said, like you said, everybody's not built for this. I know I was younger, I remember, it's crazy. I was trying to find some quick money. I remember in my school, in my class, in my hall, I noticed everybody was always asking for pencils. Yeah. And it seemed like, you know, a lot of times people was doing pencil popping and doing all of that. So you would find them pencils. You know what I'm saying? I literally was collecting those pencils. And then when somebody was like, oh, I need a pencil before we took a test that did work. Yeah. Oh, I got one. How much? I mean, no, matter of fact, it was like, I got one. Let me get it. No. Give me 10 cents. Give me 15 cents. So and I remember my mom came into my room and this was like, I think it was before, it was either on a weekend or whatever. She was like, where are we getting all this pile of change from? Yeah. And I was like, selling pencils. She was like, selling pencils. Yeah, but it was, that was that. Cause she had her own business. Well, she did a couple of things. She braided hair. Okay. She was like, baby, you didn't know when to kick the door. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because she set up a candy store. Yeah. But it was mainly for us, but it was, you know, her candy store, but it was for us. before we ate up all the profit.
Right.
But we had that. She did. She braided hair, and she had a store too.
Okay.
And my dad, he did security and stuff too. So it was already in me.
Yeah.
To do that. And one thing, like a lot of things I watched and saw what they did do or what they didn't do, and I try to implement that. Right. I know with my father, like he was a no nonsense. Like this is my fee to leave my house and my family. Mm-hmm. So with me, it's not that I'm being a butthole. It's like yo. I respect how he put that down and it worked. And I'm doing the same thing because time is money. Yes. Time is money. For somebody to leave their family, like especially when you have small children. Right. These are moments that you're missing. Right. Exactly. Whether they're just walking, whether they're first words, whether you just saw him throw his first touchdown pass, you're missing these moments. Right. So it's like, like this is what it costs to bring us out. And we're going to come with the quality and the customer service and everything else. Right. But this is what it is. Exactly. You know what I mean? So, exactly. Time is money. That's my philosophy now. Time is money. When you want to, I just posted, somebody was like, hey sis, let me inbox you. I need some advice. And I finally got the guts to say, hey, go ahead and schedule. Here's my calendar link. Because now I understand time is money. So the more I keep giving y'all free advice as a certified relationship coach, guess what? Y'all gonna keep posting your pictures of your girls trip and all that, and I'm sitting over here trying to get the girls trip. Right. You know, I'm like something ain't making sense. So listen. So we're gonna shift gears because there are also glows to owning your own business. Yeah. And I want to talk about the glows, the glows of owning your own. What are the upside of owning your own? Because again, y'all, we as entrepreneurs, we understand this was chosen for us. God placed this vision in us. And so we have to make our dreams come true because it's nothing worse than sitting on your dreams and being miserable. Listen, we got a caller coming in. Hey, caller, how are you?
Well, I'm doing just fine. How are you?
I'm great. Who are you? Tell us who you are.
Tank, the sports guy.
Hi, Tank. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning, Tank. How are you? What's going on?
I am doing just great, just celebrating the wife's birthday. But, I had to call in about this lemonade.
Right.
It was a hot summer day.
It was.
And this brother saved my life with this pineapple mango lemonade.
The pineapple mango.
And here he comes. He drilling
tell him how I saved your life.
You already, hey, listen, we all were out there sweating from the top to the bottom, and then you came and saved us with the lemonade. That was off the chain.
You were not sweating, Tank. You put some water on your head.
It was hot.
How's everything going?
Yo, for real, it was hot. It was hot out there. It was hot. I mean, like, hey, but now Tank really enjoyed it though. Being for real, he ate the fruit bits that was in there. He started eating the ice, all of that stuff. When he said, hey, he's telling the truth. Like he ate it was just the cup left. If the cup was freshly squeezed, he would have ate the cup too.
He ate that cup. He just ain't show y'all.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. Thank you so much. Tell the Mrs. happy birthday. I hope y'all are enjoying and can't wait to see y'all soon. So thank y'all and enjoy your day.
Hey, so yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, I got to get some more of that lemonade though. That was the truth.
It is.
You already know. You mix it with a little deuce.
Hey, I know you. Hey, he was out there trying to, hey man, go ahead and put something. I was like, man, I don't have no alcohol license. I can't.
See. Too funny. We'll talk to you soon, Tank. Enjoy.
Absolutely. Hey, we'll do. Y'all have a good time.
All right, you too.
Appreciate
now.
it, Tank. It was good talking to you again, man.
Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all want to get this lemonade from Lemon 52. Listen,
I got a question.
Yeah, I see you caught that seed in there, so you know it's real. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I have there's a park that we set up here where I'm at on Saturdays, and they do it from the beginning of the summer, and the day was the last day that they do it. And they do it in October. And there's this cat there, very polite, young black lad that does lemonade as well. He has maybe like the watermelon, the strawberry, and I think a mango and a pineapple. But it's almost just like your kids in your neighborhood lemonade stand. So he got his little small table, but you can see he does his fresh and whatnot. To give him advice to actually turn his into an actual business with him doing lemonade, like what licenses are you needing to have?
You got to go through. Yeah, he would have to. Matter of fact, I don't know what part he is, but the best thing I can do to refer him and tell him accurately was he would have to call wherever he's, I guess, located and see what he needs, because it varies from state to state. Like even with my vending and stuff like that, some states require like a resale permit and stuff like that. Some states don't. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to really tell him exactly what he needs. I would say call I think it's the Department of Agriculture.
Agriculture. Okay. Because that's what I had to do with my cottage food license. I have a cottage food license.
Exactly. Cottage food. And what's the other one? Mobile and it's mobile something. It's mobile. I can't think of. It's like various categories, but maybe he can try doing that. But yeah, I would say Department of Agriculture, and then see what is required in that, I guess, area.
Because a lot of folks don't understand that you do have to have those licenses when you're vending in certain places, and or you get fined.
Right. Especially when you're that entrepreneur that you're actually trying to make your business move forward. Because again, it's easy to, just go out here and sell stuff. But if you're serious about your business, you're going to take the necessary steps to make sure that you're licensed, insured, and all of that, because you don't want that stuff to come back on you. And that's what I want to, I want to invite you all back for this entrepreneur webinar that I want to do, because again, I want people to understand that it's just not, oh, I got a business and I'm selling this, I'm making this or whatever. But I want to talk about the behind the scenes of what you need to have to prepare, because you want to, because there are people out there that wants to shut you down, just because that's their job or whatever, they want to shut you down, they want to give you those low scores, or they want to, they just doing their job. However, you don't want to give them the ammunition. So you want to have all your paperwork together. You want to have everything together.
And tell them to do that too. But that's good too. Yeah. To have that, and I would just even if he's younger or whatever, do all of them. Yeah. Whatever. I think it's a couple of them, but just besides just doing the food portion, do all of them.
Yeah. So what are the glows of entrepreneurship? Because like I said, I enjoy, me personally, I enjoy now being flexible, because this is my full time now, being a full-time entrepreneur. Also just knowing that it's mine, and just that freedom and flexibility. What are the glows that you have being an entrepreneur and business owner?
The glows is I can make my own schedule when I want to. Yeah. That's one. And like I'm gonna use my niece just made honor roll. My niece and my nephew made honor roll.
Okay, so congratulations.
Yeah. I love y'all. Yeah. And keep up the good work. Uncle loves you. Yeah. But I was able to, most times I would have probably been working. I wouldn't have been able to make it.
Right.
Now with my nieces, like his was on Wednesday, hers was on Friday. Okay. Now it's been dealing with 7 event. I literally I came. I think I was late. if my sister watched, she'd be like, "No, you was all the way late." But I got there and I was able to do that. And as soon as I got there, saw boom, took pictures, did all of that, and then I had to leave. Yeah. But I was still able to squeeze that in versus if I was working for somebody else. So that's my main thing. And then just being able to shut down. Like I know last year we did, I think we took like 2 weeks off. Okay. And we took the kids on vacation because it was like a mental, like you can feel, and that's another thing too. You have to know yourself and don't be scared to step back and step away for a second to take a break. because some people they're this feeling we're getting the money, customers are coming in, and they're scared that it'll go away.
Yeah.
But you have to, and what my father he loves to say, don't burn the candle at both ends.
Yes.
And I'll spread yourself too thin. And I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes I can do that because my nickname is in the family is Little Jamaican.
Okay.
Like I told you,
I'm a dude. Got like 9 jobs.
Nah, for real. Like, and it's so last year it started getting kind of chaotic.
Yeah.
With everything that was coming in, so it was like, yo, let's step back for a minute. We took 2 weeks off. Literally took the kids on vacation, and then we just woosah'd, and then came back, and then it was like we never left. But it was that break that we that we needed. Man.
Yeah, and you have to take that, and that's something I'm learning to do this time now is take that break. Like you literally, I already have my my calendar set where I'm going to take that break, like that vacation time, even from social media, whatnot, and just have faith that like, okay, my business is going to continue. My products are going to continue to sell and whatnot while I'm resting. Because it is important that, because we're so used to like, okay, we got to get the sales. We're thinking constantly about our business, you right? And we're thinking like, okay, I got to provide this, that, and the other. But you also don't really realize your mental, like you said, you got to take that break. You got to take that vacation. Because if not, I remember there was a time, I want to say during the pandemic, because I was too that entrepreneur and working. I was teaching. So literally I'm working from sun up to sundown, teaching, and then coming home, I'm on the computer. I would have to say, Chef, okay, so stuff at home started being neglected, right? I'm not cooking. I'm not doing what I really wanted to do because I'm constantly behind the computer. So this time around, one of my business coach was like, you got to take a break. And I'm like, but I don't know how. She's like, you got to take a break. Because if not, you're going to burn it. You're going to burn it. Right, and that's very important. LaRon, do you take your breaks? Do you and Lisa take your break?
Entrepreneur. He a real entrepreneur. That's why he laughing like, man, I ain't even gonna hold you on that, bro. Like,
it's funny because
you gotta take that break.
Lisa was like, she picked me up after she got off of work yesterday. She picked me up from work and our corporate job, and she was like, dang, at least you off tomorrow. And I'm like, I ain't off. I got the radio. I got the radio show. Right. And once I do that, I got to go in the kitchen and start cooking. What you talking about, girl? I ain't off. So, yeah, I think when I come get my treatment and the fact that we decided at least once a month to come so that we can physically be on the show, those are going to be some of our mental breaks. Even though I'm going to be, on the show, it's still,
but it's not as stressful.
It gives us a moment to just breathe just a little bit.
Yeah.
So
you
I
have
definitely
to
understand that.
Nelson, what about you? Do you take your break?
I'm going to start.
Yeah.
Everybody here, we already know how we're going to start off. The answer is no.
Yeah. I'm going to make sure that we do as a community and as a family. I'm going to make sure that we do take our break because it is very important. Because I watch my parents. We took our break, but they didn't take a break. You know what I'm saying? At the same time. And then your health became neglected. My dad's health became neglected.
One thing I will say this: if I was just only doing my first business, then I'm at a point where I can't. Because and then I'm blessed because that one is I still get residual income.
Okay, good.
But when you're starting off anew, just like for instance this radio station, we have been a little bit over 6 months.
Right.
It's can't really just afford to take that break, especially if you got a business and you're the only one that's doing it. That's really going to be difficult to try to take a break. Now if you got a partner or somebody significant other that's helping you, they're growing in, sometimes you can take mental break and somebody can pick up the slack.
Right. Because like both of us, Chef and myself, we're both entrepreneurs. So, we're constantly, working. However, we got to. Now I'm seeing, because again, my health took a toll. You know what I'm saying? So God had to slow me down, because my mental, I was like constantly going, just going, like, and then He slowed me down, and was like, okay. And I'm like, how can I take a break? But I'm learning to manage that. So it's like taking that hour or two away from
taking that break is almost like you telling somebody that that's my price and I ain't changing.
Right, like you have to.
Exactly.
So but we as entrepreneurs, and that's why we're asking people, don't come to us with your side stories about what you can't pay. If you can't pay, you just
don't even
come
out,
time, right? Really. I tell people now, like I get the price, I get the quote and whatnot, and I let people know, okay, well, let me see what I could do in my budget, X, Y, and Z. If I really like that company, that business, I say, okay, I got this quote. I don't promise anybody. I go home, I put it down. I'm like, you know what? This is what I need. I don't ask people for discounts. I don't ask people, can you hold such and such? I ask, and people tell you, they be like, I ask in a heartbeat, what's your deposit? Because if I'm gonna put that deposit down, that means I'm serious. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I just don't come to us with the stories.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak my own truth on this one. We were at the mall. Matter of fact, what mall was this? I want to say, I think it's Arbor Place Mall. It's a Black-owned apparel company that has a kiosk in there, or not a kiosk. I'm sorry, a boutique in there. And I was taking. Matter of fact, no. This was a couple's date. Date day. So anyway, so me, what I'm saying, and Shayna was going to the mall, so I was getting a couple of things, and my focus was just to get her some stuff.
Yeah.
So the guy approached me and was like, "Oh, I have this, I have that, da 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 da." And I was like, oh, "Okay, cool." I said, "Well, let me get her straight, because I came to the mall for her. Let me get her straight first, and then I'll come back and see what you have."
Yeah.
So when he came back and told me his price, I didn't look at it like it was crazy, because if I wanted Gucci or I wanted something else, I'd pay that with no problem.
Right.
So me practicing what I preach or whatever, he had some socks over there. I think the socks was like $25 for one pair.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But they Black owned. And my thing is, what's the difference between his brand and
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the only way they can become a household name brand.
So what's the difference between them? So I was like, yo, let me get a couple of pair of socks or whatever. And I can't think of, and I'm mad right now, I can't think of the name of the boutique, because I was shouted out.
Right.
But it is an Arbor Place Mall, and it's like as soon as you walk in, right under the food court.
Okay.
So he's right there unless he moved. But other than that, I bought that, and I told you, appreciate it, took the card and everything, and that was that.
Yeah.
But we have to support each other.
We have to. Our household is buy Black. We do Black. We our dollars, before it became popular to buy Black, we always buy. We support. And I have diverse friends who are diverse, business owners or whatnot. However, in our household, it's like, if you're an entrepreneur, if you have a business, we're going to try our best to support that business. I got stuff that's in my closet, like I'll buy, because I'm like, and even when you're like, and I tell people, when you're going to events, even if you cannot purchase that product, throw $1 into that person. You know what I'm saying? $1. Trust me, y'all, people will appreciate it. Even if I've been to places, I'll be like, you know what? I don't have anything but $1 on me, but I want to throw this $1 into your business. I don't want a product or anything, but I'm throwing this $1 into your business.
It's not that hard.
It's not.
But you know what? Your mindset is where it is.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you, like them water boys. I'm gonna tell you my favorite. I eat plant based or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So one of my favorite restaurants is the Silly's right there at the West End.
Okay.
When you come off the exit, the Water Boys is out there.
Yeah.
Yo, you want water, Gatorade? No, here's your $1. Hold it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You don't have to, like, now he done still made his money, and he still got product to make even more money with.
Right.
And that's all it is. I remember we were selling. This was a while ago. Matter of fact, we were doing a GoFundMe, because this was like some years ago, and we put it all on Facebook.
Yeah.
All of that. I'm like, somebody surely would do just $1, because we were trying to get money for equipment and or a delivery truck.
Okay.
So anything, $1.50, something. You mean to tell me?
Yeah.
Not a dollar.
Not a dollar.
Not a dollar.
Mm-mm.
And then I was like, yo, so I couldn't take it personal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you. You can take a lot of this stuff personal.
Yeah.
And you be looking at people like, man, you don't get out my face.
Yeah.
You trying to act like, because I'm asking for $1. You can't even give me $1.
Yeah.
And not even give, but invest $1.
In $1.
Let
right.
me say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it does. That's why I think you have to have a strong.
I can say I've done that because when I first did it, like with my walk that I'm doing for the MS, when I first did it like 3 years ago, and I set up the GoFundMe, and I took it personal because I'm looking on GoFundMe, and you got folks GoFunding for PlayStations. Oh, I broke my PlayStation and I can't, and I'm seeing folks putting in $50 and $60. I'm like, well, here I am.
Man.
I'm trying to
and
get
it takes
like $100 Visa gift card for patients like myself, because I know we can barely get some of the necessities that we need because some of us can't get Social Security. So and our treatments are like my treatment is $60,000 a treatment.
Right. Hold that thought, LaRon. We're going to take a quick music break, and we're going to talk about that when we come back on 101 TKO Radio. Stay connected, you guys, because we're talking about this entrepreneurship road right here live on the Mailroom and 101 TKO Radio. We'll be right back. We are back live, you guys. 101 TKO Radio and the Plush Lab. Listen, I be hating when this time comes when we got to start wrapping up because we're like having this conversation that's needed, that is just essential to our community. So you know that you will be coming back along with your wife. You got to come back because we're going to support. And so quickly, tell us, what can we do to support you? How can we connect with you? All of that stuff. Because again, this is that platform and you have good products. I'm holding on. Nelson opened his. I'm holding on to mine because when I get home,
Nelson, you
traitor,
Nelson.
Show him your bottle.
Yeah, right. Look, this is Nelson's bottle. He been over there sipping. I've been trying not to open up mine, right? I've been trying not to open up mine.
He almost done with it.
He is almost done. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all.
LaRon is good. What's your reviews on it? What's your feedback on it?
Now, one of the things for me, I definitely love mangoes because, it's part of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's good. It's not too sweet because you would think that, so with a lot of different fruits and everything, it's just right.
Yep.
And I mean, you could taste the different flavors in it. So I definitely love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
His bottle is almost gone. I'm holding on mine. I'm not even going to open it on the...
Please tell me y'all gonna be home the week of the 11th and the 12th, or the weekend of the 12th. All right. Y'all ain't gonna be vending nowhere, are you?
You asking me that?
Yes, sir.
The weekend of the 11th or 12th, I don't think so. I don't think we are off the top of my head, but matter of fact, let me see. I followed you on Instagram.
Yeah, I just followed
back. I can double check once I get back.
Okay, so
y'all can hook up when you come in.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, you can't vend. You can't go nowhere. So.
You're telling me. Oh, okay, got you. Oh, okay, yeah. You see, hey, I'm always in business mode. I'm like, so we can further discuss some networking opportunities. And you talking about you can't vend.
No.
You got to bring me lemonade.
Right.
Yeah, I'm stuck in business mode already. Yeah, my bad, man. My bad.
Look, I need to order some for the upcoming event. I'll connect with you.
Oh,
so
tell
us how we can connect with you.
I gotta get me a gallon when I come, because I'm gonna be out that weekend. So definitely gotta get me a gallon.
Right.
So sorry to answer your first question. How you can support? Just follow, share, word of mouth. I mean, the cheapest bottle on there, if you want to just say, hey, I support it, you can do that. Even if you want to buy fruit bits, that's fine. Fruit bits are like $1 or something like that on the website.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so anything like that, you can, and that's basically how you can support, you know what I'm saying, as far as finding us and stuff like that.
Somebody asked, when is Lemon at 52's next event? They were like, when is the next event? It's Cap Life Car Club.
The next event, matter of fact, what I was telling you tomorrow, Pennies with Purpose is having a car show at Jim R. Miller Park, Marietta, Georgia.
Okay.
So we'll be out there and we'll have lemonade out there as well. And then I have to check for the rest.
Okay.
My head is all over the place.
Yeah.
But I know we're gonna be out there. And that event is for raising money for cancer patients for their co-pays, parking, medication, and everything like that. So please support. Yeah. It's for a good cause. Come out, y'all.
Yeah. And make sure you tag the mailroom because again, we are we support. We actually support, and those who support us, y'all have been supporting the mailroom and 101 TKO Radio, and that's what it's like. Again, that's just me now. Like if you support me, I'm gonna support you. That our bottom line. Like we got to circulate the dollars. The other communities, that's how they do it. They circulate their dollars and they get that support. So we can't get mad at anybody else because we have the same people. We have more dollars. Like you said earlier, we have a network. Yes. We are the biggest spenders. So we got money.
Yeah.
It's what you want to, and I'm a firm believer. What you want to do, you're going to do what you want to do.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of reputable Black businesses out here, you guys, that provide everything that we need, literally from washing powder to radio stations to everything. Like, we have it. So we just got to support
beauty
it.
supply stores.
Yes.
Man, that hurts my feelings about the beauty supply stores, because I'm still trying to figure out why is it, like, especially here, we just had one open up and they, not to knock anybody, but they're Indian, but they have our younger Black females working at the counter. And I'm like, I get the online sales and all this, but why don't we have an actual Black owned store? Because y'all know everything about these plats and all this stuff, but y'all are working for these people.
But so it's actually a few, because one of them was we did for 7 Event Planet did their grand opening. And it's located in Mableton. It's called Zoet Beauty Supply. And they're Black owned. And then so y'all make sure if y'all and they're now up to 2 locations. They're doing well. I'm glad. So their first location is in Mableton. And look at this free promo. I don't care because it's Black owned, and you win and I win. So right there on Veterans in the Publix Plaza. And then the second location is in by Stonecrest Black Wall Street. So they're located. Their second location is there, and it's a couple. Literally, I can't think of the other ones right now, but it's a nice sample.
Yeah, I know. A good friend of mine, him and his wife started one in Loganville. That was the first one, but unfortunately, because they didn't get enough traffic, they had to close. But they still doing their stuff online.
And I know I shop at the one on Cobb Parkway, Black owned beauty supply. Atlanta is Atlanta Beauty Supply, I believe. I believe it's right there in the Best Buy's Juicy Crab Best Buy's Plaza.
Oh, it's one over there?
Yeah. I've been going there for them for years now. Like, literally, I don't care what it is. I'm going over there. It's Black.
Where is that?
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
It's actually right in front of Brewster's. It's on Cobb Parkway in that Brewster's Plaza. So the Brewster's and IHOP. So it's right there.
I know exactly what you're
right
talking
there.
about. Yeah.
So listen, I hate to leave y'all. I hate that we got to close to end, but he will be back. And again, LeRon, look, when you come up here, we're going to make sure we're going to have some lemonade for you. You're going to get your gallon, right?
Yeah.
Yo,
entrepreneurship. You just going to have to be in his house or
Hey,
we gonna have that lemonade.
He put me on punishment, y'all. I can't go nowhere. I can't do nothing, man. The 11th and 12th, I will be on call for his order of lemonade.
Yes. So I'm trying to tell you, y'all don't sleep on these Black businesses and this lemonade. And if you want your business shout out, connect with me for the TMR business shout out. It's only $10, and you get promoted on right here on the mailroom, which is hosted on a Black-owned radio station, 101 TKO Radio. But if you just don't have those big dollars, you got to invest somewhere. You got to invest. And I'm all about entrepreneurship. I'm all about Black businesses and so forth. But listen, we got some good, phenomenal events that's coming up for the mailroom. Stay connected on all platforms. The mailroom 7671. I am Trinette L. Collier. Go into the website and so forth. We y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all ain't on this, I ain't even gonna say bandwagon, but if y'all ain't rolling with us,
this campaign is movement. It's way of life, man. It's elevation.
Yes,
man.
elevation.
You know what I mean?
You can't get mad at nobody because we ain't giving no discounts. I'm sorry. I'm trying to plan a trip for me and my family next year. Y'all posting all y'all pictures, okay? Y'all traveling and all that. I got a passport too, but I'm saying it takes sacrifice.
Shoot, my homeboy just bought a jet ski. I'm trying to get me a jet ski too and hit the woods, man. Like, yeah, y'all playing, man. Right. Let's all get it.
Let's all get it. So listen, stay tuned next week, same time, same place, right here, live on 101 TKO Radio. It's the mailroom. Thank you so much, Lemon S52, for coming by. I cannot wait to have both you and your wife to come in. Yeah. And we're going to do this, elevation.
Yeah, this definitely had to be a part 2.
Yes, part 2. Thank you so much, Nelson, for being on the ones and twos. LeRon, Yes. I will see you next week and see you soon. Until next week, y'all, we are out. It's the mail room. Peace. Live. Peace.
Peace.